guys, what's up? So today we're going to talk about my unpopular opinions. So I thought it'd be a good idea to start off the first couple of months of my booktube channel with an old, very, very old tag called Unpopular Opinion Tag. Everyone's done it, but I think it's good that I talk about some of my favorites and not so favorite things about books, popular books in particular. So the first question is a popular book that you didn't like. I've already mentioned this in my worst books of 2019, and this book is very popular, very, very popular. It was not my cup of tea whatsoever, and it's Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I just could not get along with this book. I finished it, but I don't know if it's because I didn't read it on audiobook or if it was just because I didn't like any of the characters. The next question is a popular book that you love but everyone else hates. And this is an easy choice for me because back when I read it, no one enjoyed it because I read it whenever it first came out. And other people were too because I was in high school. They were not a fan of it, and then I read it and I was like, this shit is good. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I think it's wonderful. I don't think it's a cheap escape with what she did. But this is the only book that I own that I mentioned in this video. But it is Allegiant by Veronica Roth. Listen, I love this. This was literally the best. I am happy with how it ended, although it is very sad, but I think she did very, very well with the series. Insurgent was probably my least favorite, but I do have some appreciation for it anyway because we couldn't have gone to Allegiant without Insurgent. So I love this. This is wonderful. I don't really understand why people don't like it. I think it's well paced. I think that the characters are even better than from Insurgent and Divergent, but I think this was a great closing to the series. I really wish it would have never ended, but it's okay. I got this book, so. Next is an OTP you don't like, and this one I'm pretty sure most people have this opinion somewhat. I'm against both of the love triangle relationships. I hate love triangles in general. I also did not like the series that these OTPs are in. So, and it is Katniss Everdeen, Peter Millark, and Gail something. I don't know his last name. But all three of them. I don't like either of them with Katniss. I don't really care for Katniss in general. I am not a Hunger Games fan. I'm a Divergent fan, which you can be both. But I just was not a fan of Hunger Games. I didn't understand the hype of it. I like the movies. Mockingjay Part 1 and 2. The next question is a popular book genre that you don't like or that you don't reach for. And I have two, actually. My number one would have to be fantasy. I cannot get into fantasy. I don't know if it's the effort of world building. I don't know. And they're usually really long series or really long books. And I just don't want to read a long book about a fantasy world. I like escapism that still is relative to our world. I don't consider dystopian and fantasy because it's still our world. And then the other genre that I do not get along with is romance. I don't know what it is. Romance is more character plot based, and that's not me. I am more of a plot person. Like, give me a good plot. Give me some good action. Next question is a beloved character that you don't like. This one, I don't know. I'm pretty sure she's pretty beloved. Like, everyone that I know who has read this book loves her, even though she's kind of a mess. It's Alaska from Looking for Alaska. Didn't like this book in general, but really, really, really did not like Alaska. She felt like, I don't know. She felt like a manic pixie dream girl, and I really think that's who she was supposed to be this whole book, even though she was only technically in like half of it. The next question is a popular author that you just can't seem to get into, and that has to go to Cassandra Clare. I understand that people love her. I get it. She has a million books basically of the same series, but I just can't get into her. I just don't understand her books, like why people like them. That sounds really terrible, but I just don't get it. Also, remind you that I am not a fantasy lover, so maybe that's why I just can't get into the fantastical world of Cassandra Clare. The next question is a popular book trope that you just don't like. And that is definitely having a not so likable male character. He's kind of violent, he kind of sucks basically, and giving him a reason on why he sucks balls. Like, don't give me a reason. He's just a terrible person. You don't have to give me a reason for him being a terrible person. You don't have to give him some tragic backstory on why he's like this. I don't need to hear that. I need him to be respectful and be nice. Like, bad boys are out, honey. I'm sorry. Number 8 is a common series that you have no interest in picking up. And that's going to have to go with the Cassandra Clare series, the Mortal Instruments series. I'm not going to read it. I already explained that I cannot get into her books. And I'm so sorry. If you hate me for saying that, that's fine. It's okay. The last question is, what is a TV or movie adaptation that you prefer more than the book? And my answer is super easy. 13 Reasons Why. That book was trash, and there's no way around it. It is just trash. And the show, okay, I understand it's not great. I think the acting is fine, but I understand that it can be trashy at times, but I do prefer it a lot more to the book. Like, I actually enjoy it. Listen. It's gotten a little weird. I think it's the second season. Whatever the most recent season was, got weird and crazy. I don't know about it. But if we're just sticking to the first season, which is completely based off of the book, then I highly prefer it. I love the first season. It's great. And I don't condone what she does because it's not okay. But it is a enjoyable show. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any disagreements with me, comment down below, and I want to see what your thoughts are on some of these unpopular opinions. And I hope to see you in the next video.